everybody, this is Crystal Beast 96 and welcome to one of our movie commentaries. Go ahead and get your file adjusted and everything, and whenever I say go, start your movie. 3, 2, 1, go. Hello everybody, I'm Crystal Beast 96 for the freaking 10th time.
I'm the Angry Ginger, and I'm frightened.
He's frightened because, as you may have guessed by the title, welcome to the CyberBu commentary. Yeah. Remember back in the day whenever ABC Family tried to make original movies?
I tried not to.
Well, it happened. And remember back in the day whenever they made PSA movies?
Again, I try not to remember those times.
What happens if that fuses, Colin?
This happens.
This happens. God, I remember whenever Kay Panabaker was relevant.
Oh, and I just love her Xbox computer.
He's still not over that. Shout out to Travin843 for interrupting my commentary.
I just love the creativity they put into that fake instant messaging program.
She's got a point.
Yeah. Well, it's private to a point.
Wasn't private enough for the mom not to be able to see it.
True.
You like those pop songs? Hope you get used to them.
This movie makes me so glad I have no younger siblings.
He's a lucky bastard.
Got a half-sister, almost twice my age. Live in Florida. Hi, Melissa. If you're listening to this for some reason.
Why you would choose to, I have no idea.
Yeah, she's weird.
She's weird. You're weird. Family. Oh my god, and I thought that the filler in Harry Potter, whenever they were talking about school stuff, got boring.
Oh, and look! Her stereotype friends! Hi, ethnic stereotype.
Well, we don't know the other stereotype yet, you freaking spoiler.
Yeah, but all main characters in teen pop movies have stereotype friends.
True. How are most one-dimensional high school villains ever?
As if there are any three-dimensional high school villains.
Sometimes they rank up to two-dimensional.
On a good day.
Do we just imply that the black friend doesn't do her homework?
Huh. And look,
Racist?
and look, another school with those awesome full-length lockers that every school should have, but none do.
None that we've seen, anyway. For all we know, that some actual schools do exist like this.
Clicksters. Such creative names.
It's better than face space.
I'll give it that.
I love how we talked over the one-dimensional crush, who literally just exists for there to be a crush.
I'm so glad that fictional classrooms almost never have chalkboards anymore.
I'm not. I liked chalkboards.
I don't.
But a guy gets chalkboards.
They're a pain to write on, dude.
And you're acting like the expo markers don't run out every 5 seconds.
It's better than...
They can't see what you're doing, Colin.
I was making the motion of how you have to chip off the chalk as you're writing with it.
What the heck is ink in a pen?
Shut up! It's like chalkboards. Well, Dustin's enjoying himself. I am a little bit.
And if you look carefully in this scene, you can see that you can almost look up Emily Osment's skirt.
Almost.
But not quite.
Which which makes me a sad panda.
Okay, I'm on a cinema since binge right now, so I'm going to go ahead and steal one of their things. Scene contains clothes changing, but no lap dance.
Also, look at those split ends. God.
Ah. Oh,
Exposition.
right. Exposition.
So yeah, our white girl character has what you may guess?
Daddy issues! Also, I just realized that since this is ABC Family, it's also technically a Disney film, which proves once again that Disney does not like happy families. Seriously, name one movie outside of Mulan in the Renaissance era that has a happy family with two living parents. Yeah, hard whenever I took Mulan out of the picture, isn't it?
Mulan 2?
I'm gonna kill you for bringing up that sequel. Later. Oh, right, there's an actual story going on.
She got a laptop?
In a movie called CyberBu, do you really think that this was a wise idea, Mom? At least it's not one-note exposition.
True, it does come back. And again, just love this Xbox brand laptop.
Oh my god. How do you know that Microsoft didn't actually create laptops that have the Xbox logo?
Because as far as I know, they haven't. And that would be stupid.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't be, but it would still be cross-branding.
I just love...
Remember whenever we started our Facebook pages and we had to call over two of our other friends in order to help us set it up?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I was there. Me and Zach.
Eventually, maybe, viewers, you get to meet Zach. Probably not. Blue.
You haven't set up the page yet!
How do you already have a friend? Okay, technically, she could have already had the account set up and she's going through profile stuff. So I guess technically you can have this.
You win this round, movie, but I'll get used to it.
Why do we care about the best friend's home life?
Because it's giving the depth to her shallow character.
You're right, she's evolved from ground floor to kiddie pool.
And look, daddy issues.
Implied daddy issues.
Most poorly written white girl characters have them.
White girl. God, that reminds me of another cyberbully thing. Remember that one story that you probably read where a girl was getting bullied on 4chan and then her dad got involved? And like threatened to kill everybody who was bullying his daughter and everything?
Why was she on 4chan?
I honestly don't know. Anyway, I think it was 4chan, I'm not sure. Anyway, she made a video about how everybody was ruining her life, and then her dad gets involved into the video and says that he backtraced it and he's reported everybody to the cyber police, which of course has to be turned into a music video, and it's one of the most hilarious videos I've ever seen, including the dubstep remix.
He backtraced it!
He backtraced it! You've been reported to cyber police because I backtraced it. That movie is amazing. That song is amazing, even.
Because obviously this... Also, Mountain High School. Such a great name!
Unitech High School.
Don't make me remember Dragon Ball Evolution.
I'll make you remember Dragon Ball Evolution.
What stereotype were you?
We're about to find out. Actually, we're not going to find out in this scene. We'll find out a couple of scenes later.
Like in the next scene he's in, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess... prep.
What kind of prep? Prep is in actual prep or prep is in not gothic?
Prep as in not gothic.
guess everybody's a fucking creep. You know we need to do a dramatic reading for these guys now.
Tara Gillespie, if you're listening, you are not a good human being.
You might be a wonderful person to actually meet and everybody, but your writing is terrible. Who's horny right now? Most realistic chat ever.
So who's this Scooby guy?
I don't know. I really don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are a loser.
JD Hottie is the most realistic person in this chat room. I'm just saying. Oh, so she's Lardo.
Okay.
Are you Clicksters?
Me being an only child, I've experienced the younger sibling intruding on your domain. Does this happen often?
It happens to me a lot, but only because... Well, it happens to me whenever I'm on the computer, but only because ours is a family computer, so it's out for everybody to see, like, right in front of the living room, so... First she ran into his jock supplies, then she ran into his jock.
For those who can understand that spaz of sound, it was supposed to be the badoom tish.
Of a rim shot. Unfortunately, we do not have a drum set in here.
So we should invest in that. We kind of need one.
This problem will be rectified.
To the iPad! Cha.
It's pathetic to try to see if the guy that she likes is going to be online.
I don't think she was called.
She's the slutty friend! And she's mad about it too.
Well, in my experience, even if girls look and act like hoes, don't call them on it.
But what if you're BFFs forever?
Then cautiously call her on it.
That's not messages, those are statuses. On your wall for everybody to see.
A friend request?
James? I love how the icon is even pointing to ignore.
James Petitius?
Did she put the poem on the Clicksters page?
It looks like they designed that chat box on Microsoft Publisher, and not well.
Who uses Microsoft Publisher?
People with a very low budget.
I would call bullcrap about her accepting that friend request from people she doesn't know, but then again, I do that all the time just because I gauge how many mutual friends we have. And if it's like 15 and up, I'll do it.
Now, I will say I do like the dynamic between the daughter and the mother character. First off, because the mother's actually competent in this film, and second, the actresses do look similar, which I like.
Yeah.
So this film gets 1 point. 1 point.
Figuring out the password is not hacking. Finally, JD Hottie finally gets a slutty girl.
Not to mention, considering how loose you appear to be, you probably wrote that yourself and are blaming it on a hacker.
Well then.
Yeah, I said it.
Dang, Lindsay.
And Jim Hunter. This actress is just not.
Not yet. Look at this. Somebody put a bad status on her, and now she's staring into the bedroom window, into the bathroom mirror, just wondering where she's going to go from here. She's at a crossroads in her life. Did the NSA just hack my Facebook?
No, of course not. They don't do that.
Yes.
As I speak into this microphone, they could have bugged. They don't do that.
Yet.
Stop giving them ideas.
Hey, if Valve doesn't care about my porn, if NSA doesn't care about my Facebook.
I'm pretty sure Mom just gave good advice. Delete your page.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. Look at this amazing comeback. Oh! You fucking called her!
She's nasty
And a bitch! Oh! God!
Someone call the fire department because she just
Got
burned.
burned! Oh, that felt good.
Sorry if you heard that.
Beverages are being opened and poured. In case you were wondering what the sound is.
And now her and her friend are cuddling.
They're close, but not quite.
They're getting there. Because this is what all teenage girls do in their spare time. Talk about boys.
To be fair, neither of us are teenage girls, so we cannot determine whether or not they actually do this.
I would like to point out that the model of car shown in the driveway has changed.
Are you sure?
Yes, because I'm pretty sure that it was like a Taurus in the first shot it was shown, and now it's something completely different. Her brother's ashamed of what he's done.
But what has he done? Let's watch. Come on.
Come on. He's got a point.
I wonder how many times he failed the password to try to figure it out.
Most sites only give you 3 tries. Though that's assuming Clicksters has any form of competence. And given the name, I wouldn't give them that luxury.
Yeah, she's your mom. She's going to do that.
Tell that to half the YouTube comment sections.
Tell that to half the internet. More importantly, tell that to any fandom that has a forum dedicated to it.
3 whole days without her computer!
Oh God.
How will she survive? With her phone and her TV! And her TV!
Not just her TV, but also her TV. Do all of these girls meet up in the exact same spot every day just to make sure that they can pick on Taylor?
Well, since they're one-dimensional villains in a Teen Pop movie, I'd give that a resounding yes.
This isn't a teen pop movie. It's a high school movie with a pop background.
No, it's
a
teen
PSA first and foremost. What, really? somebody said something about somebody else that would make them look like a whore on the internet? What?
In a high school environment?
Next thing you know, a fight will break out in the school and somebody will use profanity.
Or a lewd joke.
Perish the thought.
Because obviously this is some Puritan town from Footloose, right?
I wish everybody would cut loose and stop taking everything online so damn seriously.
And I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. I hate most PSAs for one. Actually, you know what? A better tangent's gonna come up soon, so I'll wait.
Yeah, a better tangent for Colin to comment on will come very soon.
And I'll take point. Wait for it.
Shh.
Okay, so, just for some context here, that character just said that person being insulted for being who they are is okay. So, given that, she would be okay with her black friend being called the N-word, because she is a black person. But just because they're calling her a whore, and she isn't a whore, that's bad.
So remember, if you have gay friends and they are constantly being harassed for being who they are, it's okay because they are actually gay.
And now to my first tangent. The big problem with most PSAs is they're a PSA first. Now I don't mind a message, but the fact is the message has to be secondary. You have to have a good narrative to bring us into your message. Okay.
The entirety of PSAs would beg to differ.
Well, that's why no one likes them. And my tangent is done. Back to the crappy film.
These dinner scenes are so slow-paced. I mean, I'm not saying the rest of the movie is fast by any means, but these especially.
Well, given the fact that it's supposed to be a meal, it does have to be slow-paced.
Doesn't have to. Insert Shrek 2.
Good point. Which would be to delete your page and make a new one.
However, there's still a lot of movie left, so I'm pretty sure that this isn't going to happen. She called you out. That was almost as good as what she said to Lindsay.
Almost. Aw, slut friend, she changed social circles.
No, she didn't, actually.
Oh, was...
Those were the boys.
Oh, I'm sorry. All the characters look the same in here.
Are you saying that all women look the same, Colin? God, sexist.
Notice all the actresses in this film blend together for me half the time. Because they're all one-dimensional, poorly written, half-created women.
God, Hollywoodist.
Yes!
Not really.
Yeah, 13 is...
Now, maybe if it was 13 by him exactly in a row, one after another within the span of like maybe half an hour, okay, fine. But, really.
13 is your big number. You go, girl.
Oh my god, ketchup! That's a good enough excuse to start talking to each other.
This is almost as a poetic epic as that scene from Hannah Montana that involved ketchup.
Why are you reminding me of Hannah Montana?
Because that and this are in the same class of utter crap.
I thought you were just going to say both of them involve Emily Osment, but whatever.
Oh, there's that too. But luckily in this, they don't say that ketchup is a hand moisturizer. Because yeah, that happened. And I'm sad that I can remember that.
Well, see, the problem is I am a straight male, so I cannot remember any of Hannah Montana whatsoever. talked about sexual actions?
You don't say.
What?
That is totally unrealistic.
Next thing you know, they're going to watch pornography.
Shame.
Shame on them all.
Okay, to all the teenage girls out there, did you tell your mother that when you got your first date?
She said this was the first date.
Well, first date of this importance in her life, apparently.
No, it's getting asked to the dance, which is a little bit more important than dinner and a movie.
Okay,
From what I've been able to tell, anyway.
Kind of give it a fly on.
By the way, dear screenwriters, since when has there ever actually been a spring fling outside of movies? Yeah.
I'm sure in the 50s they happened. They had to have started somewhere for Hollywood to get the idea.
Not in 2011.
Oh, we got some dark foreboding
You really
music.
are skanky whore. I got the clap. How great the voices in my head are commentating over everybody's statuses.
Hey, voices, that's our job.
Okay. I've seen stuff posted on people's walls and everything, and I've seen their reactions to it. It is not this intense.
Nor is it that fast. Obviously, these bullies have no life outside their computers.
Yeah, seriously, were they all just stalking her page in particular, waiting for something to get posted on? Okay, to be fair, this is the second time something like this has happened, so I can kind of see that happening. Maybe, if you're just curious, but not everybody at once. What school only has 300 people in this day and age?
A really, really, really to the square of infinity small town.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that Ridgeway and Mountain are supposed to be in the same, district and everything. So, really? What the heck?
Maybe Ridgeway is like a very early splinter of Mountain and it hasn't been well populated yet?
Excuses for a crappy movie?
I don't know why I'm making them.
We just need to make sense of it. They're really proud of that sign design.
They really are. That high school bathroom is so clean.
Who decorates... What teacher/student body actually decorates the high school bathroom walls? Because there are, posters put up for all the events that are going on and everything.
So it's so clean. Maybe
Okay, I know that girls go to the bathroom at the same time and everything to have somebody to talk to and all that, but 5 of them at the same time look suspicious to any teacher.
Okay, for all we know, this is during a passing period.
Oh, by the way, in case you missed it, the black friend just said she has never been called a name at school. Ever.
I call
Shenanigans!
bullshit! And shenanigans.
We were off sync. I will commit seppuku to regain my fallen honor after the film.
So, yeah, I don't care how much of a golden star person you are, you're gonna get called a name.
By the way, I would like to call attention to something. Every slur about this girl has been about how she's a skank or a whore or anything like that. This would not make you a social leper. This would make you the most popular girl at that school, because all the guys would be trying to hang out with you, because they think they're gonna fuck you. Guys like sex.
We do.
Secret to success, guys. Obviously, do not actually follow this. But if you want a bunch of guys on you and everything, first off, you a hoe. Second, if you act like one, a bunch of guys are gonna be on you.
Trust me, it'll happen. I've seen it happen to girls, and they liked it for the first day.
Pop ballad.
Somber music!
You see, the piano is playing, so it denotes that this is a sad scene.
She's being ostracized.
What? But did she just skip gym or something?
Watch as she's being shown alone in rooms usually populated by comrades and acquaintances and peers.
In grayscale, no less. Watch over the mountain high school sign.
Look,
I got
her hood's
the
up.
slut on Facebook.
Look, her hood's up. She's emo right now.
By the way, so I get that ethnic friend wouldn't be riding with them in the car, but Kay Panabaker character is the one who actually drives. Why is Taylor walking alone? Kay Panabaker hasn't abandoned her yet. Spoilers.
Because she's being emo right now. She can't be with friends right now. She's being emo.
There are a lot of people like that. I'm not exactly sure why you're surprised.
Yes.
No, I called her nasty and a bitch. My God, get it right, ethnic friend. I have a name, but we're not going to remember it. Did you see how she ran just now?
And she's like, ah!
She started running normally, and then she just kind of flapped her arms around and everything. Like that was supposed to be in the blooper reel, but they just left it in.
Here I'm bleeding. Oh well.
Spontaneous bleeding. This movie is so bad, it's actually injured Colin.
Wait a minute. Spontaneous bleeding? But I'm not a woman.
Don't make me have to do another take of this, Colin.
She's being a very stern woman right now.
Naked girls. I get that you're not exact. Wait, that's actually more letters than putting the correct pronunciation of naked. Come on!
I think Tara Gildsby was creating all those posts.
Tara Gildsby is screenwrite. That's a bargain.
It really is. I saw an advertisement in the boys' bathroom for $10. Or 15 to see something.
You're a liar, Lindsay.
Actually, I think that'd be pronounced Lindsay. You know, Lindsay.
By the way, okay, now, obviously we're about to find out that this James guy is all an act by, wait for it, Kay Panabaker.
The slutty friend!
Yeah, so obviously this is a lie and everything, but by the way, are you going to try to start defending her now after you said that you got the clap from her? If you're going to put this fake act up about the James persona, you might want to stay a little consistent.
Yeah, really. I'm not finding this lie believable at all.
By the way, skipping school just because you're getting bullied is not a smart thing to do, because I get the emotional damage and all, but this is just going to cause the rumors to spread even faster.
Yeah, because with you not there, they have more time to think up new... Excuse me, I belched there. They have more time to think up new lies about you. Worse lies, probably, since you aren't there to act in contrast.
Yeah, because it's slightly on topic, and I'm just so bored about what's going on screen right now. I don't think anything really bombshell is going to be seen in a while. Let's talk about out all of the rumors that we've heard about ourselves. Colin, you start.
Honestly, there aren't that many rumors about me.
I'm not talking right now. I'm talking lifetime. Really? Can't think of anything.
No real rumors. I mean, I've been called stuff, I've been made fun of, but not really rumors.
I've been thinking for a while. There was a rumor that me and this one chick were going out, which turned out to actually become true later on.
Oh, actually, yeah, there was a rumor that me and my second girlfriend had relations.
If you know what he means.
When we most certainly did not.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of would have just ran with that.
Well, the problem was that I don't like to take credit for things I actually haven't done.
Or people you haven't actually done.
Badoom. Tish. So back to you. Oh, wait, sorry, but we have to go on this tangent here about this guy. Guess what the message is gonna be towards the end?
In case you missed context, and believe me, I don't blame you if you zoned out for a while. She's going to the school. She's going to the principal / guidance counselor to see if he can do anything about the students bullying online, which obviously he can't do anything because he doesn't run the freaking Clicksters page. And yeah, obviously that didn't go anywhere.
Those that kind of come back later when she goes to somebody else seeking retribution. Well, quote-unquote retribution.
I do kind of look. It is kind of interesting that this page, and not like actual Facebook or any other social media that I can think of, this out of everything has an actual live chat that multiple people can go into without being invited like Facebook messaging.
Technically, there's kind of Google Hangouts, but that's more of video chat, so...
It also sucks. No offense, Google Hangout. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but no.
Well, I mean, it honestly depends on your personal Wi-Fi and that of those involved.
And whenever you combine it with YouTube streaming...
You've done nothing wrong that she knows of.
Okay, you start a page that, on a site, that was described by the male crush as like Facebook but sluttier. Yeah. You're going to be called something with a sexual connotation.
I mean, this is a site that's personal info. Questioner asks what color panties you wear.
Kate Panabaker, was there any real reason to leave? Ethnic friend shuts Locker, walks away.
Maybe she realized what crappy film she was involved in.
And just tried to escape. But she's the secondary main character, so she can't.
Are we ever going to see another classroom?
This is the only one that matters.
Hey, it's Obama.
Had to do a quick math in my head. Yeah, he was elected by now.
It was 2011, if I remember correctly. Oh, what a crappy year that was.
How fast has time moved in this movie? I don't think they ever set a time whenever it wasn't the spring fling thing.
Yeah, this film isn't being very good at actually setting the time, which I can respect because that means they don't have to do time dilation effects to make time go faster for the narrative.
I think it's been maybe 3 days on the
Why do I keep giving this movie points?
Because you respect any form of fiction whenever it at least attempts to do something, or the lack thereof.
God, I've got to stop this.
Next thing you know, you'll start giving Twilight points.
Ugh.
Okay, seriously, this is in the middle of class. How are all of you in the bathroom at the same time?
There's a small party in there.
Did Taylor walk in on the orgy? You can tell that this is a main part of the movie because this is the song that they use for all of the trailers.
Plus, it's a summer pop song without piano. Trailer shots.
Not quite. Give it a while, you'll see what I mean. Cameraman. Camera, what are you doing? Camera, stop.
Artsy?
Nicolas Cage wasn't involved in this movie. Ah, God, why do I keep saying that? David Cage. Wasn't class still going on?
For all we know, that was the last class of the day. Either that or they could be doing an awful time dilation. Or she just left school without being able to.
What, did somebody have tried to stop her?
Their golfie was on break. I was just saying, this video, this is really worse for the people who made it. Because in the long run, employers aren't going to care that a video was made about her. They're going to care that you made the video.
Okay, by the way, about this video, I would be honored if somebody printed out a life-size copy of my face to wear in a slander video. And I mean, that's like poster board and everything done too. They want the extra mile.
Yeah, because,
I can give them production props.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I'd comment on it, hey guys, nice job, lol. because, okay, the trick of not being, bullied per se, it isn't to not be affected by the bullying.
It's to run with it.
It's to not let them think they're affecting you. Like, just in private, sure, cry your eyes out, be affected. But in public, just bear through it, have a strong face and say, heh, really funny, nice try trying to get to me. But she's so distraught right now. Her world has been rocked to its core.
She has to tie her hair just to maintain these emotions. Fails to maintain emotions. And, yeah, if you guys remember this movie at all, you kind of know what part we're getting to.
And,
there are some mixed feelings about what's going to happen.
Here's where the film really loses me. Here's some context for this film. This film was made in response to a certain event that happened to a certain girl who made a certain video before doing a certain act. Now, when you take it upon yourself to represent that kind of person and what they went through, you need to show it respect.
Okay, since it's a sad fact of life that there are too many of these for me to keep track of, are you sure that the one... I'm not exactly sure which one you're talking about. So remember, before 2011.
It was the girl who, she got slandered for, having pictures with an older dude.
Oh, yeah.
And, for most of the scene, they handle it very well.
Given this movie's standards, anyway.
Yes, they do you handle it as well as you can handle this kind of scene with the actors you have? I mean, this scene, Orwell is pretty well done.
This is almost making me feels.
Until a certain climax comes for us that we will address when it rears its ugly head.
And, yes, this is climax, as in, I'm pretty sure that this is actually the climactic part of the film. And the rest of it would be resolution.
Well, I mean,
if you pinned it out and everything.
Yeah, I mean, by definition, the climax is the point in which it could go either way. So technically this is a climax. Because she could either do what we know she wants to do, or don't do what we know.
Or make us all laugh / just wonder. But we'll see that later. Okay, to be fair, given that prognosis, that could actually just as easily be me whenever my phone dies.
Seriously.
I posted a commentary and now I'm not answering my phone.
Pretty asshole of a brother you got there.
And who called the ambulance?
We could assume either her or the mom. Yeah, I swear the car wasn't.
Hold on. We're getting to that scene.
This. It can't even make me laugh anymore just because it's so bad. I mean, it's just.
Taylor, it's not like I'm advocating you to try to do what we're trying to do and everything, but the pills are literally right there.
Plus, I mean, again, we aren't advocating her actually doing it, but there are such easier ways!
There was knives downstairs, you could have tied your pants into a slip knot.
I mean, plus, your house it looks almost 3 stories.
You probably fell and at least hurt yourself.
I mean, plus, your mom probably owns a gun somewhere.
Actually, I would assume that would be Dad, and he probably took it away. Doesn't get the cap off. Ends up in hospital anyway. I'm just saying. As if we hadn't made our point clear enough, we do not advocate suicide in any way, shape, or form.
No, because that's the worst possible thing to do. Do not do that. We're just saying, when it comes to this narrative, so many other ways you could have done this that would not leave him laughing like an idiot.
Is it the creator of the special laugh really saying that I laugh like an idiot?
Shut up.
You know, I think I know the reason that she ended up in the hospital. They were going to give her antidepressants, but they had either the pills or the IV, and given the last time she tried to open a pill bottle, they thought it would probably just be easier to give her the IV. Yeah. I could support my best friend whenever she tried to commit suicide and stay with her at her bedside. Or I could go home.
Good job owning up to what you caused.
Give it a few scenes. She looks off her foot actively and realizes that could have ended very badly. It's almost as if posting fake accounts is a bad idea.
Yeah.
A full week seems reasonable.
Yeah, I can respect that. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't stay off a week.
But then again, it really doesn't matter whether you would.
Yeah, I mean, of course not. I mean, I can respect the choice. say, I have prescribed the push out pills, not the bottle of pills.
I'm sure that there's some sort of liquid antidepressant that you could give out. Unless you delete it, in which case anyone with a computer and basic coding skills would have to be able to see it.
Because, I mean, technically, there's a copy of every single image on the internet ever out there somewhere, even if it is deleted. But for the layman, it's gone.
Yeah.
Just hope the NSA isn't coming after you. Then they'll find it.
And they will use it.
Or that you aren't applying for any kind of government job. Because they'll find it.
What the heck is that guy playing? I want his story.
What's his story? Eric, what's your story?
Okay, so she's keeping Taylor out of school, and that's fine. Is she also keeping the brother out of school to look after her? You had good parenting going for you, and then you went with bad
I
parenting.
mean, we can assume, just because he's home, that this is after school time. Either that, or we could also assume that this is during some kind of school holiday. I mean,
Maybe, sort of, yeah.
I mean, granted, it's very bad for a film to have us assume something about its setting, but I mean, it's a merited assumption, a warrant, if you will.
Okay. Hold up. Sadly, very, 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 very sadly, we have had personal experience this year with people actually going through with action Taylor tried to. People do not post things like that about it.
Especially not on Facebook or any other thing. I mean, if they say anything like that, it's in private.
It is behind closed doors to themselves.
Because if you say anything like that about somebody who either did that the entire way or was very close to it, there's going to be an army of angry people coming after you, IRL and on the internet. And why that is use a text acronym, I feel dirty.
I think CyberBu is affecting Colin on a molecular level, and he's actually turning into a character from this film.
It caused me to bleed. It's causing me to say stupid acronyms.
It's causing me to bleed physically. I think it's causing me to bleed mentally.
I hate this scene.
Interesting fact, that is Paul Revere from Assassin's Creed 3.
Do I hate him?
I hated his mission. Buzzkill. I'm Taylor's mother, and you're nasty and a bitch. Try years.
Yeah, because I can guarantee you the obviously already established bullying that we were privy to seeing earlier wasn't a early occurrence. They'd obviously become very, very set in their way of how to do things. Plus, this dad's an idiot.
If you thought that Lindsay Love was a one-dimensional villain, try this guy.
Nope.
In case you missed what he said, he basically said, "I'm a lawyer. If you come back, like, I'm basically going to prosecute you for offending my daughter's First Amendment rights."
And now, me being the nerd I am, her First Amendment rights does not extend to harassing somebody.
But freedom of speech.
A pre-law student would understand that.
Why don't you put it on your bedside table?
I mean, there isn't much room for it there because of girly stuff, but... Is that water in a mug?
He has to make sure to have the handle at this point. My God, Taylor, you're just regressing. What all was in those antidepressants?
I love the brother's first line of full dialogue that has happened in a while is, were you really gonna do it?
Yes. If I could have got the cap off.
They were saying things about you.
Oh my god, Taylor, what caused your previous altercation?
Okay, younger brother.
Younger brother, what caused her previous altercation?
Mother, why is her computer even in her room?
Well, she had to check her YouTube. The subscriptions aren't going to wait until I'm ready. No, Taylor.
Owen, great job handling the laptop by its screen.
You're going to damage it.
I think this...
Speak.
I think that scene was shot when the actress had just realized that she is... No, I'm not talking about the mom actress. I'm talking about the daughter actress.
Emily Osment.
Yes, she had just realized what awful film she was in, and she was depressed in her bed in her trailer.
She realized that her biggest film role since this was Spy Kids 3. About 10 years ago. Okay, we can certainly pretend it didn't happen. It's not healthy to do that, but we can certainly do so.
Plenty of people do it. I know them. Has about, get her credentials, go onto her little page, and delete it.
Take away her laptop indefinitely. Okay, maybe not indefinitely.
But it'd at least say, hey, you, little minx, no more social networking for you.
She tried that, remember? Multiple times, actually.
Well, actually follow through with your.
And now here's whenever the mother character realizes that she's in this horrible film, and that she's never going to get any work again.
God, I hate my agent.
Why? Why?
I might get an Emmy one day. And now the support group.
Are there really support groups based off of cyberbullying?
Dude, there's support groups for everything under the sun.
True. Hello, my name is Dustin, and I'm addicted to oxygen.
Hello, I'm Colin. I'm also addicted to oxygen.
Oh, wait.
Well, you should test her to make sure.
I'm fairly certain the mother would figure out if she's even been anywhere near having sex. Let alone having STDs.
Hey, I'm just saying. Girls get around.
Would make a music reference right now, but I'm just not up to it. It's not that I don't want to help you, but the movie demands that I don't help you.
Did you really call the police about this?
I think it's more of a lawyer.
Or a detective, maybe, but it looks a lot like not a detective.
By the way, is the girl talking right now a fat version of that girl from the Fosters?
Yeah, she looks like her. Looks a lot like her, actually.
I guess it is possible, considering whenever the show first came out and everything, that maybe it could be the same girl.
Yeah, and she just slimmed down. Hi, hey, it's a gay character.
Gay guy!
And I'm gonna make an assumption here that guy in the purple shirt by me is his supportive boyfriend. That's why he's saying nothing. He's just sitting and listening to his music.
There's a ginger character here too. I wonder if she was being cyberbullied specifically based off of that.
It isn't easy being red.
How about the guy in the purple shirt is also barely paying attention to anything that's going on? I see the headphone and you're just listening to your music, aren't you?
Yep. It's okay. It gets better. Except not really all that fast.
Except, nah. Let's see, and I see one, possibly two black people.
And unfortunately, he does have freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're sorry, aren't you?
You should be. Very. So why didn't you? Yeah, looking more closely at her face, I don't think that it could be the same girl.
Looks like it though.
Yeah.
Also, this doctor, he's an idiot.
He's actually giving good advice. I mean, advice that has been given the entire film to this girl that she is just ignoring. But apparently, now that somebody with a medical degree is giving it, we can accept it as gospel.
Well, actually, I think he hasn't given the advice that is stupid yet. Never mind. Because he does give some stupid advice later.
Ooh, burger joint.
About how I keep in copies of stuff and stuff.
Stuff with the stuff?
Yes.
With my things?
Your thing of what's it's.
You came to the wrong burger joint, asshole.
I'm gonna pull a Biff and say you can't ever come in here ever again, even though this might be the only place you can eat.
He also works here. Whoops.
Mondo meltdown.
That's probably a special at this place. Oh my god. Okay, look at this from Scott's perspective for a second. This girl who's kind of hot that you asked out to the dance, suddenly gets bullied out of nowhere for days on end. Almost kills herself, and then you don't want to go to the... No, okay, back it up a little bit. Gets bullied out of here. Here is being claimed to have STDs. And being a slut, and then suddenly, for some reason, Scott doesn't want to go to the dance with her anymore, which causes her to almost kill herself. Do you think Scott is in the wrong anymore?
Yeah, no.
No, he's not.
I mean, any man with half an IQ point would probably do what Scott's doing right now. Save his own skin. I mean, I'm not gonna die. Men, we're selfish.
This isn't exactly being selfish. This is trying to survive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from the crazy.
Have we had our dramatic reveal yet?
Nope.
Oh, I can't wait.
Taylor actually starts getting better before that happens.
Yeah. It gets worse.
It's like I'm her mom or something. Did you think that your mother was nasty and a bitch?
I think she thought she was nasty. Oh yeah, and mother being overprotective.
Who would have guessed? Especially whenever the father leaves. Yep. Already had something. That was me trying to figure out dinner plans.
And that cameo was Dustin's mom. It is so obvious why you didn't have a career after this. I've seen high school drama students who can act better than you.
Oh, I'm gonna look up Emily Osment's IMDb page and see if she's actually been in anything since this.
Because as far as I know, she's been in nothing, and I can see entirely why.
If I can find my phone, of course.
Just emote! I privy you emote!
Act. Why aren't you acting? Why aren't you acting?
I mean, I'm not asking for like a non-stop onslaught of emotions, but at least make me believe that you're sad.
To be fair, she is hopped up on antidepressants right now, so. Let's see.
What are you doing?
Yeah. You were talking about the reveal? Give it a few seconds.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, going to all filmography as an actress. Okay, apparently she has been in stuff after this. But let's
Look
see.
at that face, just no valid emotion.
Alright, everything.
It's like she's confused. Wait a second, we're gonna talk about this. And obviously, this lack of emotion is why she's been in what recently?
Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3, which was video only. Let's see. A couple of episodes of Kick Buttowski. One episode of 2.5 Men. A short called Seasick Sailor. A few episodes of Cleaners. A few episodes of Family Guy. A movie called Kiss Me. Never heard of it. TV movie called A Daughter's Nightmare. Movie called No Way, Jose. Young and Hungry, one episode. And Hooking Up, a movie. Jesse, though it was rumored. So this movie hasn't come out yet, apparently.
So, yeah, she's been in nothing. Yeah. Or at least nothing of substance. Yeah. You know, this dramatic reveal would have made a lot more sense if it had been earlier in the movie. And maybe it could have some substance if the audience hadn't been privy to this information prior. I mean, sure, it's good for some basic dramatic irony, but it still isn't a good reveal. A good reveal shocks both the characters and the audience. Now I get to call the doctor an idiot. I can do anything you can do better.
I think you've got your pronouns mixed up there.
No joke about what he was saying.
Oh my god, that's the mom's first line in the entire film.
The juxtapositions of these scenes is good.
There you go again, defending this movie.
I'm sorry, I have to give it points when it's deserving it. We saw our main character growing as a person, and then we see our second main character growing as a person.
Or at least figuring out that setting up a fake account and saying that her friend has STDs is bad.
So, the juxtaposition was good.
Oh no, the secondary main character is getting bullied now.
Almost here, almost here.
She got a point. How was that bad?
Okay, I remember distinctly you and I being on the same page about how this is stupid the last time we watched this together.
I have no idea why I was, because then you could, because remember, the lawyer earlier in the film couldn't help because there was no concrete evidence.
Okay, well then I guess I can't remember why I thought it was stupid then, so I guess forget it. Done tangent. And again, the juxtaposition of this is good because it's actually three juxtapositions now.
Triple the juxtaposition.
We started with this scene and the girl growing as a character. Now we have this scene juxtapositioned to her becoming the exact same thing that Taylor was earlier.
Okay, because this movie is seriously boring me that much. I'm still on her IMDb page. She was in an episode of Friends. Huh.
Is she that old? Huh. Okay, Dodger, you aren't that much of an idiot. Because at some point I thought you were. I can't remember why.
Probably the reminder of all of that abuse.
Yeah, yes, that's why it was, because we were of the thought that, printing out all that stuff would keep it in your mind, and him treating people who are recovering from those kind of trauma
should... You see, then they come back to the support group and they keep getting money. Also, still on her IMDb page, I've just realized the other Emily Osment movie that I would really like to take a crack at commentary. Remember The Haunting Hour?
No, I don't. And now
yes, you do.
And now that plot thread about trying to get some justice done has come up again. Or she's talking to a congressman, maybe.
Back on the cinema sins counter, discount Alan Rickman.
And look, we're going back to the burger joint.
Oh, yeah.
Time for some dynamic contrast from earlier.
Except not really.
No, it's contrast. Just watch. Because the last time that she was in here with this character, that character wanted nothing to do with her.
Dude, I actually just wanted a number 4 to take out.
So, dynamic contrast!
Kind of, sort
of. What we saw before. The opposite of what we saw before.
Except what we saw before was them talking to each other. And here they are, talking to each other.
It's where the context of the talking is different.
Okay. The context before was positive relationship and romantic, and now it is patching up relationship and seeing if romance can try again.
No, the last context was him distancing himself from that previous relationship.
Yep.
And
I'm sorry that I'm too stupid.
Darn right you're sorry. That's too Pikachu. That you have to do.
Why is this PSA being so forced right now? We get it. Speak up.
PSAs don't know how to be subtle, Dustin.
No, the thing is, it was being subtle about it until the climax, and now it's just throwing its moral down our throat.
On the bright side, the set budget for this film couldn't have been that big.
How was that a bright side?
That means that it obviously couldn't make enough money to possibly make a CyberBu 2. Because you know they would.
Except they wouldn't.
Oh, but they would, because the great and bad thing about PSAs is they can make the exact same thing over and over again, preaching the exact same messages as long as they want to. Great, we're almost at the end.
Kind of. Sort of. Yeah. Please end. Please.
My kingdom. My kingdom for a credits roll.
Which is why the kids should just show their parents. know where you've been living since Facebook and Twitter started, but kid almost committing suicide is definitely news.
Regardless of the context. Heck, why weren't you trying to bust up in her
hospital?
Yeah, in her hospital room saying, "Ma'am, give me a scoop, give me a scoop." Because, trust me, journalism is so dead, you need a scoop.
Also, why is she going to the paper? There's that whole internet thing that we were using a couple of seconds ago.
Well, because given the concept of it being cyberbullying, they wouldn't want the mixed message of using the internet to combat an internet threat. It's less confusing for the audience on a subtlety if they use an in real life way to combat it. Why do I keep defending this movie? I don't even defend Batman and Robin this much, and I like that movie. Stop shaking your head at me.
Is this becoming your guilty pleasure movie for APC Family?
No.
Are you sure?
No, it's just that I can defend anything. I just don't normally want
Twilight.
to. I use my qualifier again. I just usually don't want to. I don't want to defend Twilight.
Do you really need pictures of them sitting at the interview table?
Look, typewriter. Symbolism.
Kind of, sort of, maybe. Who knows?
Ask me what it means. Ask me what it means.
It means the print is slowly dying, just like the typewriter.
Yes, and okay. Did every single white actor or actress in this film spend a month in their house getting paler? Because I swear, they're all so pale.
No, they just went to the Kristen Stewart School of Makeup.
I mean, it's just jarring. And it's only jarring on account of all the close-ups.
But they have to make sure it's intense, Colin. No, they didn't. How? Okay, let's go over her track record with the James persona. Makes it whenever Taylor wants to go out with Scott and starts hitting on her as James, even though this person doesn't exist and they would have never been able to meet up in real life. Whenever that starts working too good, apparently, he starts saying negative things about Taylor, which eventually leads her to start going suicidal. Starts defending her whenever people make fun of her, even though she started the bullying in the first place again. And then deletes account. How did this protect her in any way, shape, or form?
I'm not going to defend it.
Is there even an argument to defend it?
I could use my English powers to try and half-ass one, but it wouldn't be effective, so I don't care.
What? No, Taylor, stop that. Stop having sympathetic feelings for Kay Panabaker right now.
She ruined your collective life.
She almost caused you to kill yourself.
This is the last person you should have any empathy for. Firstly, because the audience wouldn't mind if you had no empathy for her. In fact, we'd like you to have no empathy for her.
It's called a dynamic character!
Because we have no empathy for her. I.e., you, the character we're supposed to be empathizing with, should have no empathy for this, basically, villain. Speaking of which, why is there a villain in this movie?
Two villains. Bullies at school, Kay Panabaker character as secondary villain. Okay, so I can't talk into the microphone because it was called ear rape, but you can scream. See how it is.
I'm the angry ginger for a reason.
R.I.P headphone users.
possible ending, maybe.
I love this ending. It's no, I can't get the cap off, but this is some pretty amazing stuff.
Mom, why are you here?
Mom, go away. Mom, you are not helping the cyberbullying thing.
Mom, go away.
Haven't you been trying to escape this film?
This dialogue has no meaning. It is unnecessary.
It's nothing compared to what's going to happen in a few minutes anyway.
It has no substance, no consequence, no merit.
Well, I mean, technically this is whenever the mom is leaving the film forever. Wait, no. I remember there's a part coming up. Anyway, that's going to put her back in, so...
What high school does that finger paint nonsense on the wall?
Well, handprints, and I think that actually our Special Olympics banners have that.
Fine, okay. Give it a pass, but not a point. Doesn't deserve a point now. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Not announcing I'm coming back.
By the way, she went up the stairs to get to the cafeteria. What? What school is designed like this? Please, if your high school is designed like this, please call me out on it, and I will retract this. But every single high school that I have ever seen anywhere has their cafeteria on the bottom floor.
Maybe it's like the High School Musical one and there's 2 tiers to it?
No, there's no overlooking balcony here. That's good advice.
Follow it.
No.
Don't give us campiness. No!
Oh, yeah. Now, okay.
Act!
No. Stop for a second, Colin. The entire cafeteria has almost gone completely silent just because somebody is standing up to the bully. Oh, now somebody else is doing it. I guess I gotta stand up and defend it as well. Oh my god, a third person's going up. Guess it's gay guy's turn to attack. Oh, it's a jock. No! High school cafeteria. First off, is this quiet ever? Even during a fight to start doing this?
During fights, they're cheering on the fighters! Well, at least I am.
It was so fabulous. He's going to replay that memory every day for the rest of his life because it is the highlight of his entire existence.
Because he is a poorly written character.
Looks like we're patching things up with ethnic friend.
And now the film's coming full circle. So, you want to know what this entire hour and a half accomplished when it comes to the characters and their dynamic with each other?
Nothing!
As far as we can tell.
At the end of the day, the 3 girls are still friends. Okay, I guess technically we started the relationship with Scott, so there's something.
Yeah, so, in all honesty, the only real change in the dynamic of this fictional world is that Taylor has a man. And that these bullies got knocked down a peg. But knowing high school, they'll be back to their evil deeds tomorrow.
By the way, that wasn't even the best part. Let's keep watching. I wonder what all of these people were texting / clickstringing about. But first, let's see this plotline get wrapped up. Because that's gonna work.
In our state, bullying is supposedly illegal. Yeah.
Isn't it in our country at this point, bullying is supposedly illegal?
That's cute.
Again, we're the same country as pizza as a vegetable.
Thanks, Michelle.
Actually, Michelle was the one who was trying to fight that, it turns out.
Thanks, Michelle, for not fighting it enough.
By the way, character development. Earlier Taylor could not get a cap off. Now she has done so with her milk jug. It's safe to go online now.
It's a brand new day.
She schooled Lindsay.
Badoom Tish.
Because you know what? Lindsay was nasty and a bitch. And now, thanks to the help of people like Tina Mayer and the Megan Mayer Foundation, I'm assuming that's the girl you were talking about, 34 states now have cyberbullying anti-laws.
Muse Entertainment? The band?
Well, that's it, everybody.
Thank God it's over.
Well, there's really
White chicks? No.
That was in the suggestions in case anybody was wondering.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Well,
it's not real. It's not real.
Can I fucking talk now?
Maybe.
For me, I've been Crystal Beast 96.
And I'm the Angry Ginger.
See you next time, guys.